life of a star? Well, it depends on the size of the star, mainly. And so a star starts out in a nebula, which can be called a nursery for baby stars. And the nebula starts contracting, which is called a protostar. And in this stage, atoms of hydrogen and helium start to contract rapidly. This increases the temperature in the nebula or protostar's core, and then this causes nuclear fusion, which means that two or more atoms of hydrogen combine and they become more dense and they form helium. And because of this, a star is born. Now it's born with this amount of fuel. For example, our sun is born with all of the atoms of hydrogen and its fuel it needs to survive. We're halfway there, which means that if the sun was born to live 10 billion years, we're through 5 billion years, we still have 5 billion years left for the sun to explode. Now this is called the main sequence star stage of the star's life. If it's a medium-sized star, once it runs out of fuel, it's going to cool, and the layers, because of the gravity that were held together, are going to expand outward, and the medium-sized star, or the main sequence one, will turn into a giant. And if it's a large star, it will turn into a supergiant. And after that, it's going to cool down even more and turn into a white dwarf if we're talking about a medium-sized star here. But if it's a large star, it's going to explode into a supernova. Because think about it, the mass of the star is so heavy that it violently collapses on itself and it explodes and releases a tremendous amount of energy. And this causes it to either become a neutron star, because only neutrons can exist in the core of the star now, or it can collapse even more and have gravity so strong that not even light can escape, forming a black hole. Meanwhile, on the other hand, a medium-sized star can go on to become a black dwarf and eventually stop emitting light and heat, which stops all of its energy, and the star dies. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and follow for more.